席，前香港立法會議員羅冠聰先生為我哋作出分享。Now we will invite Mr. Nathan Law, the former chairman of Demosys and former Hong Kong legislator, to deliver a speech for us.
光復香港！光復香港！光復香港！ Hello everyone, I'm Nathan. I'm from Hong Kong, and it's really a sad day, and I think a lot of us are speechless, given that it's not only about this historical day, which marks a foundation of a very evil regime that up until now there's still a hegemonic dictatorship, but it also marks a day that Hong Kong people, we once again seeing someone fallen, and once again there are a lot of disgusting people commemorating the so-called handover, cheering for the Chinese Communist Party without caring about Hong Kong people. I think a lot of you who may not come from Hong Kong, who are just passerbys or who live in the UK but occasionally have watched some news about Hong Kong, may wonder why we are here. I think this is a very rare scene. We've never seen a group of Hong Kong people gathering in such a populated area in Chinatown and to express our opinion directly not only to our Hong Kong fellows but for you, people from the UK and also from the Chinese people, because we believe that unity comes from across borders. It is not only the issue of Hong Kong people, but for the people who care about democracy and for the people who are suffering from the Chinese Communist Party. It could be you, it could be someone in mainland China, in Tibet, in Taiwan, and from around the world. So this is definitely not our issue. And the reason why we have so many here is because of the deterioration of Hong Kong's political scene. For now, it is impossible for us to have rallies, protests, or even ordinary political actions. People are arrested and we still don't know when they could get out because of participating in non-official primary election. They're being arrested and sentenced because they are journalists, because they dare to speak the truth. And just to imagine, if you're in the UK and there are 2 million people marching down to the streets, and if the government refuses to listen to it, they're all gone. It's power of democracy. But in Hong Kong, the power of a totalitarian regime comes in place and protests are quashed, people's willingness are quashed, and our freedoms are being taken away. You must have heard a lot of Chinese narratives saying that, oh, Hong Kong now, peace and stability is restored. But actually, people voted by their feet. There are lots of people leaving Hong Kong, and the UK is one of their prime locations to relocate. The reason why people are not speaking up, the reason why you are not seeing scenes in 2019, seeing protesters, sea of people or even petrol bombs flying over Hong Kong, is because their rights and their freedom are being taken away. If we were in Hong Kong, if we are given a chance to do it, we will definitely do it. But that is the sad part. There are lots of us here, and we're very grateful about the UK government offering a path to citizenship to a lot of us. But we believe that it is not enough. We need more of your support, and we will definitely gain it. We will be the democracy defenders, and we will be the freedom defenders, and we will definitely be here to continue to fight for democracy and to remind you that the influence of the Chinese Communist Party also travel across borders. You could easily see how their hands are reaching to your neighbors, to the UK community, to the country's political elites, or to the country as a whole. That's why I think for a lot of us, for Hong Kong people, we are here to get organized, to get united, and we are here to try to make an impact, not only to save Hong Kong, but the world from the threat and the aggression of the Chinese Communist Party. I'm here already for a year. I gained my asylum status in April. And from the very beginning, I've always said that my arrival is an alarming signal to the UK community. Because given that I was a protest leader, I was an elected parliamentarian, I was a political prisoner, and for now I'm an exile activist. My story alone could tell the deterioration of Hong Kong's freedom and democratic system. And that is something that we all have to be aware of. So for now, once again, I can see a lot of faces that easily recognizable that are not from Hong Kong. And I'm genuinely thankful for your participation, for your continuous attention to our cause and our fight. And I believe that it is also your fight. It is the conflict between democracy and authoritarian regime. It is the conflict, it is a fight of our era, and we are inviting you to join us. And we will definitely to be here as a diaspora community, as an overseas community, to interact with you, to engage with you, and we can definitely make some changes. We can make the world to counter the Chinese aggression and to defend our democratic values. Some may say that we're China bashing, we are being racist. This is definitely not the case. I think we should be aware of not to conflate the ideas of a country, of a regime, and of its people. The Chinese Communist Party does not represent Chinese people. They don't have any mandate, and they claim to do so because they want to use the name of people to suppress another groups of people, including Uyghurs, including Taiwanese, including Hong Kongers, and we must not be fooled by it. So I'm inviting people from across the borders, no matter you're Chinese, no matter you're English, no matter you're from anywhere else from the world. I believe as long as we are joining hands together, we will conquer. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
There are several questions.
Yeah.
First question is based on recent actions in China, Beijing, Hong Kong. What do you review about the Chinese Communist Party?
Well, definitely they have always been a hegemonic dictatorship that wants to retain all control. It just really shapes Hong Kong into centralization of power, and the idea of separation of powers and civil society are not existing in Hong Kong now.
Based on your experience, what do you expect the future of Hong Kong?
Well, the short-term future is undoubtedly grim, but I believe in the power of people, and there is a growing trend of the world trying to hold China accountable, and they will face a lot of international isolation. I think there will be possibility to change in the future.
And currently, I think Chinese Communist Party really have a lot of powers, especially economic powers in Western countries, especially in European countries, in America. And in such situations, do you have any comments on currently international response on Hong Kong issues?
It's important we have to be aware that the influence are in every country, and we have to work together. The democratic community have to be united in countering the Chinese aggression and the rise of it. So I think it's important for us to continue to raise awareness on Hong Kong issue, but also to raise the importance of a democratic community working together.
And the last question is, based on my experience, for example, during 1989, a lot of just after the Tiananmen massacre, a lot of Chinese scholars, Chinese students escaped from China, including a lot of Chinese. At first, they protested and also pursuing for Chinese freedom, for the Chinese freedom. But after maybe several years, 10 years, 20 years, a lot of people they change their mind. And currently, a lot of Hong Kong is escaping from Hong Kong. What do you expect them? And will Hong Kongese keep fighting for their freedoms? Probably for the freedom of Hong Kong.
Well, I have no doubt that Hong Kong people will keep fighting. We're growing a community, and that community will inherit the spirit of Hong Kong protest and continue to fight for our freedom from where we are. So I think that will definitely continue, and we will not give up. Thank you.
Thank you.